Welcome to the world's biggest water fight in Bangkok, Thailand. I am proud to say I have now survived Thailand's Songkran festival twice, and today I want to give you some best practices so that you can make sure you survive yours as well. I'll also be showing you what went down this year. So let's get right into it. Now, the first thing you should know is that the Songkran festival, or the Thai New Year, is a festival that spans over a few days. And I had actually just arrived in Thailand, so on day one, I was just kind of looking to get eased into the madness. So I decided to hit Soi 4, which is still a central location, but it's not an official Songkran place that's just packed with people. And as you can see here, less popular streets like this one already have a lot going on, so it may be enough for some people. And that brings me to my first tip of this video, which is if you're on the street during the Songkran festival, you are going to get wet, okay? There is no escaping it. I was only getting prepared with my super soaker and I've already got a bucket of water thrown at me. So welcome to Songkran 2024. And if you are on the street, but you kind of seem to be running away from it all, people are going to target you even more. So if you don't want to participate, it's best you just stay indoors for 3 days. This year, I actually saw some people dressed up really nicely, and they got really upset when people doused them in water. And actually, if you get angry, it's probably going to come back to you twofold. Just accept it and go with it. And while you may be safe inside a car, if you order a taxi or something and you're dry, people are going to target you while you're waiting for that taxi. Be sure of that. So it's better to just accept the water and take it lightly. Also, buy your water gun beforehand, maybe a week before or a few days before the festival, because they do get more expensive on the streets. I actually just bought mine at a supermarket. You can also get goggles and a little plastic wallet to keep your things dry. And of course, don't bring anything that you don't want to get wet. The camera I'm using to film this video here is not waterproof, so I definitely did not take that and just filmed everything on my phone. You will get absolutely drenched wherever you go. I just talked about the plastic goggles you can get to shield your eyes, but it might be a good idea to actually invest in some earplugs as well, or maybe just some cotton balls, because some of those automatic water guns are really powerful. And I got sprayed by one of those in the ear this year, and let me tell you, that was not pleasant at all. And that's why if you want to dive into Songkran with full confidence, make sure you get some travel medical insurance. I'm so happy to be partnering with SafetyWing on this video because I've actually been using them for many years, and they've had my back through some pretty wild adventures. What I like about SafetyWing is that their policy is made by nomads for nomads, so they really understand this unique lifestyle that we travelers lead. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that prices are pretty crucial to me, and SafetyWing is one of the most affordable options on the market at just a few dollars per day. So I've left a link in my description so that you can choose the coverage that best fits your trip, whether that be a quick escape here to Thailand or a whole Southeast Asian adventure. And that way you can play hard, knowing that SafetyWing has your back. So towards the end of day one, I went to check out Soi Cowboy, which is a street known for its go-go bars mostly, but there actually wasn't a lot going on in terms of Songkran, so I just decided to head home. Which reminds me, some of these Songkran festivities go until midnight or maybe even later. So if you want to go to one of the official or popular Songkran locations, I do advise that you go during the day because there will probably be less people. And some of these areas attract a scary amount of people, like very large crowds. So if you do go at night, be extra careful. And that's especially true for Khao San Road, the backpacker mecca. So I decided to check that out during the day on my second day of Songkran celebrations. Now this is how you sell a water gun. I made my way into the busier area where the vendors like to spray you as you go by, so I decided to get some sweet revenge. Next up, here's a prime example of someone that should not be on one of Bangkok's busiest streets during the Songkran festival. course, you can always find a little spot to relax, but it's really hard to keep attention on everyone like these guys passing me right now that may squirt me in the face. By the way, it's really hard not to shoot without making a little shooting sound like that. Then it was time to hit the main Khao San Road area for some premium raunchiness. And when you run out of ammo, there's no shortage of refueling stations such as these, where they fill you right up with some ice water. And while we're on the subject of ice water, you have not experienced Songkran until someone throws a whole bucket of ice water down your shirt. Then you will truly feel baptized here in Thailand. After my refill, I was back on the hunt. But let me tell you, it's kind of hard to compete with people who are spraying you with full-on hoses. Sometimes it's also fun to just pick a fight with random strangers. Later that day, I returned to Soy Cowboy, and as you can see here, there was definitely a lot more going on. Follow me down Soy Cowboy so you can really get a feel of what it's like being in the middle of Songkran madness. Shoot at me and suffer the consequences, buddy. Ah, your classic water bucket fight. You'll be seeing a lot of these around. I've now survived 2 Songkran festivals here in Thailand, and I do hope to survive a 3rd. There's a lot more Thailand videos coming up in the following weeks, so if you want to follow along, just click here, and I'll see you on the next one. See you over there in 3, 2, 1.